Okay, we're here at New Richmond Golf Club on the practice facility with Jordan. He is going to take us through what he would do on a typical day of practice. There's not a competition today. He's just working on his game. Jordan, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so kind of going through what I want to practice beforehand, not just kind of getting to the range or getting to the course, just doing whatever I want or whatever feels good or wherever my friends are going. That's something that I kind of did when I grew up, but that's one of the things that you want to just have a plan so you can have some quality practice time, and you don't necessarily have to be there as long as everybody else, but if you have quality practice time, you know what you need to work on. I think that's just really big component of just good practice, and so kind of just going through it. Normally I spend a lot of time chipping and putting. I don't like to hit that many balls, but when I do, I like to play a little better or more than I like to practice. But when I get out here, I'm just kind of going through the clubs. A lot of times I'll work on wedges a lot, so set up cones and stuff where I want to on my favorite distances with my wedges. And I mean, there's several ways you can work on your wedges, but I kind of do it with cones and getting specific yardages with specific swings, and just kind of narrowing those down until I'm really good at those. And then kind of moving on, I never really practice that much with my irons, just kind of just normal swing so I can get a good rhythm going. And then when I get to my woods, obviously the main part with driving the ball is just to be accurate and just put yourself in the best position to score. And one of the things that I like to do is just either, a lot of times when you come to a range, like this range has a lot of flags out there, so you can either pick out 2 flags that you want to make your fairway, or sometimes there's trees out in the distance. You can kind of set your fairway up like the tall left tree and then like a shorter tree on the right. You can make that your fairway, and then you can hit a couple of shots and work the ball both ways. But if you want to stay focused and stuff like that, a lot of times I'll play games. So like if I see 2 flags out there that I want to hit it in between, I'll play a game where I need to hit 7 or 8 out of 10 fairways in a row, and I'll move my fairway around. Sometimes you just don't want to hit the same shot every single time, because that's not what you're going to see out on the course. I mean, every shot in golf is different, and that's why I love it. So
Jordan, can I interrupt you? So Jordan, it sounds like you're saying even when you're using your driver, you might be using it over and over, but you'll still vary the shot with that club.
Yeah, I think
that's
one of my coach kind of mentioned a thing that I never really thought about, but sometimes you're more comfortable hitting the center field or left field or right field out on the range, and I always feel really comfortable hitting straight down the range, get in the center of the range and hit straight. But when I get to like the center or right side and I start hitting left, I feel pretty uncomfortable, and that's something that I've worked on, and you can see that on the course, but that's just kind of specific. But when you get going, you don't want to hit the same shot. That's pretty much the point. You don't want to hit the same shot like 20 drivers in a row, just straight down the fairway, not changing your target and stuff like that. So what I'll do is just change it up every 3 balls, every 2 balls, every 1 ball, and just try to hit fairways and kind of change up my viewpoint.
All right, that's great. Yeah. Jordan, would you just go ahead and hit a few for us and tell us maybe what you're trying to do?
Yeah, so right now I'm just going to go straight down the middle. There's 2 flags out there that are probably 20 yards apart, and that'll be my fairway, and just give it a rip, I guess. Left.
Maybe just hit a couple more for us, yeah.
And another thing that I think is really important when you're practicing is not to just kind of get rapid fire going. That's kind of when you get into some bad practice habits. That's how you get unfocused and stuff like that. So a lot of times I'll get behind get behind the ball, do my pre-shot routine, and kind of just get into the shot like I'm hitting it on the course. So I'll kind of do that now.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So what I do is just get behind the ball, probably 3 or 4 steps, and then I'll pick out an intermediate target. So sometimes I put down a tee, but a lot of times I'll just pick out a piece of grass or something like that if I'm out on the course. That kind of stands out to me. That's in line with my target. And so I'll just kind of step back here. I'll take one swing, and then I just kind of look at this target that I picked out when I'm right here, and I'll connect that to my target downfield, and then just take a couple looks at it and then go ahead and hit.